You make it 3?
Yes, of course.
All right, real quick. Here, you take it.
Thanks, guys. Where is she? Oh.
I'm just a photo guy today. Yeah, you're a photo guy.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Still a coffee or what?
A little bit of bacon.
A little caffeine? Thanks, man. Hey, guys.
We meet again.
Indeed, we do.
Yes, sir. See you again.
Holy moly, twice in the same day. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you?
James.
Emma.
Hey, Emma.
Hi. I'm Ella.
Hey, Ella. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Hey.
Hi.
James.
Maddie.
Hey, Maddie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. Can I take a photo?
Yes.
How you doing?
How are you, sir?
Donated your campaign.
Thank you very much. That's why I'm going to be able to get a waffle here, is because you donated.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Stick with it. Glad to see you.
Wonderful.
Where's the photo?
Yeah, give us an honor.
Take a photo?
Take the photo.
Sweet, look at that. Campus.
I don't know why you're not recording. How do you spell your name?
Emily.
Just how it's-
M-I-L-Y.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, thank you.
I like that jacket, James.
Thank you. My mom got it for me.
Thank you so much.
How do you spell your name?
M-A-D-D-I-E. M-A-D-D-I-E.
M-A-T-T.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Parker.
Nice to meet you,
Hey,
sir.
Parker. How are you, sir?
Noah, nice to meet you,
Hey,
brother.
Noah.
James.
Sam. Nice to
Sam.
meet you.
Good to meet you.
Alec, nice to meet you.
Hey, good to meet you guys.
George sleeping right now, don't you think?
He's fat, he's a very fat, lazy individual.
Thanks for being here.
I was just with Mr. Guns and Gear down in Apalachicola, and I fired the Glock like Apex Shakur, just sideways like that. I took my belt out, I was sagging a little bit.
Jason.
Dude, nice to meet you.
Hey, Kyle. Hey, man. Nice to meet you guys.
Good to see you again.
Likewise. Hey,
Tyler.
what'd you get?
Hash browns, smothered covered dice with a couple eggs in there.
Oh, there you go. It's protein. That's protein right there, isn't it?
Something.
That's good protein. Hey, James.
Brooklyn.
Hey, Brooklyn. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm
Yes, of course.
Can I take a picture of
Hey, Chris. Nice to meet you. James. Hey. Hey. Likewise. How's it going? Yes, let's get it. We'll do it now. Hey, guys.
I'll let them do that.
Thank you so much.
You ready? Gotcha.
Thank you.
Yes. Anything with the guy with the wing app shirt.
Yeah.
Well, thank you to the Waffle House here, guys. Thank you so much. We're sitting here. It is great to be here in Jackson County. Many of you may know that parts of our announcement video for governor were actually filmed right here in Jackson County, including and especially the Confederate Memorial right outside the courthouse there. And so this campaign, Victoria, it's about 5 things. Number 1 is affordability. Florida can't be the best state in the country if the people who make it the best state in the country can no longer afford to live here. And so my job as governor is very simple. Don't use that, use your phone. My job is really simple. How can I make it easier for you to buy a home, stay in that home, afford your insurance, whether it's auto insurance or property insurance? Let's bring and eliminate property taxes. Let's eliminate tolls for Florida residents by shifting the burden on tourists who come to our state by the tens of millions. Let's ban Blackstone and BlackRock from buying up single-family homes all over the state. Please clap. You know, Jeb Bush did that, Jade. Jeb Bush did the please clap thing, and he was the governor of the state, so why don't I take some of those and plagiarize? But that's number 1 is affordability, and that also starts with great paying jobs. What I love about Waffle House as a company is how they fight for their workers. They look out for their workers, the benefits, and that's why the Waffle, I'll tell you right now, We would not do this statewide Waffle House tour with any other company. You guys do incredible work, and we are proud to be here today. So thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you, David. And second is conservation. When we all see 20 acres of land on the side of 71 or the side of I-10, we say, wow, that's beautiful, that's guide country. And when an out-of-state carpet-bagging property developer sees 20 acres of land, he says, let's turn that into a Five Below, whatever that is, or an AI data center, or another Dollar General, or an Amazon distribution point. My view is really simple. Keep Florida wild and free. Stop the overdevelopment. It's irresponsible. We're going to bring more and more people in. It's not good for the environment. It's not good for our traffic. As far as I'm concerned, Florida is full. Florida is full. Number 3, strong families. Government is not the solution. The best form of government is the family. A mom and a dad, couple kids at home. How do we make it easier for them? Well, one, we improve our public education system. How do you do that? You have to spend more money. You have to raise teacher pay. I regret and I resent that a small part of my Republican Party spends its time attacking public school teachers. Because I've spent time here in our public schools in Jackson County, out in Cottondale. In fact, this young man, I met him when you were in 7th grade. What was that like?
Wow.
I didn't mean like that, but I just meant like, I didn't mean what was it like to meet me, because I wasn't anyone a couple years ago. What I mean by that is, you know, this was years ago, and I was spending time right here in Jackson County, out in Cottondale, out here in Marianna as well, seeing our public schools up close. And what I know is that, yes, some public school teachers are deranged, but most of them show up early, they stay late, they dig into their own pockets to cover school supplies or the school lunch for the kid who couldn't afford it, which was often me at middle school. And so what I want to do for our public school teachers is what I want to do for our first responders, for the deputies outside here with Jackson County, is I want to raise your pay by 25% across the board. That's what we're going to do, and that's how we fix affordability as well. And if you don't own yet, or you're living with family, or you're renting, I want to make it easier for you to buy a home, because your home is your #1 financial asset. When you own that home, you're not paying rent month after month, year after year, and at the end of 20 or 30 years, you got nothing. Victoria, at the end of 30 years, when you have that mortgage, you're going to have a home that you're going to be proud of, and that's what I'm fighting for, is home ownership for every single Florida family. By the way, we're not doing anything we haven't done before. 30, 40 years ago, it wasn't crazy to own a home and to be able to raise a family on a single income. Now it's a miracle. What do you mean? You own a home before the age of 30 and you're raising a family, Crystal, on a single income? No, that seems impossible today, but it was totally possible and very likely just 20 or 30 years ago. That's what we're going to get back to as governor. That's my goal. My view is very simple. Florida is our home. It's not their playground. It's not for silly AI data centers that will ruin our environment and drive up our electric bills. It's for the families who built this state, fighting for their dignity, for their wages, for their ability to buy that home, stay in it, for our vets, especially those who rely on the VA. And it's for every single person who wants to have a shot in our state. You know, they say that we have a red state. It's a Republican state. Whatever that means, there are blue counties, there are red counties. I don't view this as the Republican state of Florida, David, or the Democrat state of Florida. I view it as the free state of Florida, because yes, there are Democrats, good ones, who voted for Vice President Harris, but I'm going to work for them with equal vigor. There are Democrats who are struggling under the weight of an affordability crisis. The property tax and property insurance affects you whether you voted for Trump or for Kamala. It affects you whether your voter registration is Democrat or Republican, or whether you're smart and you call neither party home, because both parties full of liars and cheaters and corrupt, incorrigible individuals, if we're being completely honest. And so my view is really simple. Wake up every single day, fight for every single person, black or white, Christian, Muslim, Jew, whether they live in a rural county like Jackson or an urban county like Broward or Dade. You deserve a governor who will show up, who will take your questions, and will have a little bit of Waffle House with you. So thank you so much. I'll take a couple questions, then we'll have some Waffle House, and then you guys can stop by and we'll do some photos. Any questions before we go knee-deep into this waffle? Yes, sir?
Do you have a specific plan for homeless people?
I do. So I actually don't even view homeless people as homeless people. I view them as our brothers and sisters in Christ. I view them as the wayward sheep we hear about in the gospel, people who are struggling under the weight of addiction, who may be living on the streets because they're homeless vets. We can't keep doing what we've been doing. We just can't do that. And so my view is, if you're living on the streets, we need to get you out of that predicament, and we have to remove the illegal encampments that are on our street. No one in our state, in the richest country in the world, should be living on the streets, living next to people who are shooting up drugs, living next to people who are using the sidewalk as a bathroom. And so, as governor, I'm not going to give you a choice. If you're living on the streets with care and with respect and with grace, you are coming off the streets. Now, if you have drugs, you're going to a treatment facility. If you have an outstanding bench warrant, there's a correctional institute with your name on it. But I'll tell you this. Everybody in this room knows somebody who went to jail. Every single person in this room knows somebody who went to jail and paid their debt to society. I'm a law and order guy. But as a Christian, when you get out of jail, you are a free man. The idea that you would be turned away from a job because of a mistake you made 10 or 15 years ago, that you would be denied employment or rent or a mortgage because of a mistake you made 10 or 15 years ago, the fact that you couldn't vote in an election because of a mistake you made 10 or 15 years ago, I'm going to fight for people who are on the street. But for anyone who is exiting the prison system today, I'm going to make sure that there is a good job for you and a good opportunity. And yes, that means the right to vote and the right to self-defense. And the truth is if you wanted people to fail, if you wanted somebody to fail, what would you do? You would say you went to prison for 3 years for whatever, shoplifting. Now when you get out, we're going to make sure you can't get a job. We're going to make sure you can't get a credit card. You can't get an apartment to rent. You can't do any of these things. And we're going to treat you differently. That's exactly what you would want to do if you'd want them to end back in prison. Now, I'm not playing this game of systemic adjustment. At the end of the day, it is about individual responsibility. But that exists in a larger context. And I think it's really, really messed up that we tell people, go do the time, and then you come out, and then we treat them as if they're second-class citizens. And we're not going to allow that to happen. You do the time, you come out, you're a free man, you'll be able to vote when I'm governor, you'll be able to get a job when I'm governor, and you'll be able to fulfill that biblical commandment of repentance. Our Lord and Savior said it best. You are forgiven. Now go and sin no more. We need a criminal justice system that is made in our Lord's image, and that's what we can do here in Florida. Coke, double ice to go, cup on park. Yes, sir.
What are your thoughts on Floridian residents who grew up in the state of Florida having to pay for a fishing license to fish in Florida land?
I'm against it. Look, I think this is really simple. If it was, would this have made sense 100 years ago? Was it on the books 100 years ago? No. This is our state. It's our land. It's our water. We deserve to be able to access it. I grew up fishing on the edge of the Everglades down in Broward County, in the canals in the New River. And so what I want is, I don't want law enforcement or FWC harassing you as a 15 or 16-year-old or whatever when you're just trying to enjoy our land. Yes. Now. Hope. said Coke. Yes.
So
Well, sorry, can you tell us the circumstances? I remember, but for everyone else, the circumstances in which we met.
Oh, I met you when you were coming to talk to us about Incubate Debate.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I started Incubate Debate, this free high school debate league. It brought debate to all over the state because, you know, when I was in high school in Broward County, the only schools that had debate were rich schools in big cities. And so the goal with Incubate Debate was to bring the power of debate and public speaking to all over the state, and that's what brought us together right here in Jackson County. Yeah.
So the state of Florida keeps putting in agricultural inspection units that are going to
Coke.
drive out the cattle farmer. I'm a cattle farmer right here in Jackson County, but we can't afford to get every cattle veterinary checked. But we have to haul our cows to Alabama just to get them sold because there's no sale barns anywhere near here in the state of Florida. What's the plans on helping farmers afford those veterinary check bills to be able to haul their cattle? Because half the people around here will have to shut down if they have to vet check every cow.
So there's two things there. The first of which, this idea of every single one, that's an unnecessary regulation. Do we really need to do that?
No.
Okay. So number one, we didn't do that 50 years ago. We shouldn't need to do it today. That's number one. Eliminate those unnecessary regulations. Those fall squarely within state government. Number two, whether you're a cattle rancher or you're a peanut farmer up here in the Panhandle, what you could use is a government that's willing to give you a low interest loan. What I'm going to do as governor is start something called the Florida Farmers Fund. That's FFF. That's alliterative. That's a rhetorical device. FFF is the Florida Farmers Fund. If you're a Florida farmer, you can borrow against your land as collateral and get a ultra low interest loan to be able to hire new staff, expand your herd, chemical, whatever the case is. And so I think eliminating pointless regulation, creating a cost, essentially a pool of low-cost capital for our farmers, and then lastly, allowing you, if you're a farmer, to sell directly to the market if you so choose. I live in Madison County now, and I was with a cattle rancher the other day. He can sell ground beef for $2.20 a pound. Why doesn't he, but because of regulation, why can't he directly sell that to market? So when you eliminate those pointless regulations, you build up a fund that supports our farmers. Look, as we stand here today, Tallahassee is lending $385 million to Israel. I don't care what you think about Israel. Why are we lending money to a foreign country and we're not willing to lend money for you to start a small business or to be a cattle rancher or to be a peanut farmer? Why is there no money if you want to say, you know, college is not for me. I want to start an HVAC business. I want to start a landscaping business. Heck, I want to sell barbecue on the side of the road. You can go to UF. You can go to Florida State. You can borrow $50,000. They'll give it to you. But if you want to borrow $5,000 to simply start a small business servicing the people of Marianna, there's no money for you. And so part of it is creating a pool of capital that goes directly to Florida residents for their businesses. Good to see you.
Especially with like the effort to put people into places like asylums. Sorry, nurse. Is there any effort towards making sure that the nursing care, rehab facilities across the state of Florida, be better quality? Sorry if I'm not doing that words better, but
yeah, of course. And you know, when I meet nurses in rural Florida in particular, they tell me they need higher pay, but they also need safer working conditions because the nurse-to-patient ratio is borderline criminal at this point. They're being overworked, they're being exhausted, they're being driven out of the profession. And so absolutely, we need to raise the standards. We need better health care in our rural communities, and that's what I'm fighting to do.
How do you plan on handling the affordability crisis, especially when it comes to young couples buying or wanting to buy single family homes?
So part of that is if you want to buy a single family home, you used to only have to compete with people in your community to buy that home. Now you've got Blackstone and BlackRock and all these big private equity firms. They're coming in and outbidding people by even $1,000. And that $1,000 could be the difference between you owning that home with your husband and having children. Now that whole plan is put on hold. And so it's a couple things. Getting institutional money out of the single-family housing market. That wasn't the case 20 years ago, and everyone could buy a home back then. Number two is, maybe you've heard of my Rise and Shine program. If you're a young married couple and either of the partners has been married for the last 5 years, has been working for the last 5 years, we're going to give you a $10,000 down payment assistance check. And then lastly, once you get in that home, how can we make the total cost of home ownership lower? Lowering property insurance, auto insurance, property tax, HOAs if you live in one of those communities. But right now, the number one frustration is, can you get a great paying job, either out of high school, out of college, or out of technical school? If you can't get a job, you don't have an income. If you don't have an income, you can't get a home. If you can't get a home, you can't get married. If you can't get married, you can't have kids. If you can't have kids, what on earth is the point? We are told in the gospel to be fruitful and to multiply. We need a government that is going to make it easier for young people to get married, to buy a home, and to raise children. That's the only goal of government. It's not the stock market. It's not whatever the heck GDP stands for, gross domestic product, consumption plus investment plus government spending plus net exports. It tells you nothing, because guess what? The GDP of Florida 8 years ago, the GDP of Florida was $1 trillion. Today, the GDP of Florida is $1.85 trillion. An 85% increase in GDP. Is anyone here 85% richer? So guess what? GDP is meaningless. I care about two things. Well, three. Number one, what percentage of 30-year-olds are married and own their home? In the 1960s in Florida, half of 30-year-olds were married and owned their home. Today, it's 15%. That is a tragedy. Number two, can you raise your family on a single income? My parents did. Their parents did. Everyone in this room knows somebody who was once able to raise their family on a single income. Now it's not possible. We have to be able to do that again. And then number three, can our seniors truly retire with dignity? Those are the only statistics, the only frame of references that matter in the economy, and that's what I'm fighting for. Yes, sir.
I'm from over in Waffle County, and that property, over the years, I'm a seventh generation Floridian, been here. My family's been here. We've always welcomed people into the state. The last few years, when they come in, they have started putting fences up, signs up. And so Walton County has sold $15 million houses, $20 million houses, and recently we sold a $41 million house. What happens is they have now claimed that what was a public beach for generations is private. And if we could get the government to come in and just recognize that that really is a place for the public,
yes,
that would be a good thing.
We're going to do that. Our public beaches, whether on the Gulf of America or on the Atlantic Ocean, are open to the public, and no carpetbagging, elitist New York hedge fund billionaire will ever be able to tell us otherwise. Thank you. We're going to protect our way of life. That's what we're going to do. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I got a question for you. The electric company keeps giving us a rate, constantly putting more money on, making us pay more and more every year. Is there a way that we can stop them from doing that?
There actually is. So there's something called the Public Service Commission. Believe it or not, before FPL or TECO or Duke is allowed to raise our electric bills, there is a government-appointed body appointed by the governor that approves that. They have approved every single increase unanimously every single time. That is not an independent board. That is a rubber stamp board that has no real independent thinking. So using Article 4, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution, I'm going to remove them, every single one of them, for dereliction of duty, because what is more derelict in your duty than not thinking for yourself and pushing back on a billion-dollar utility company and saying, wait a second. Why are electric bills going up every single year and you're not pushing back at all? And what I will do is I will put working people, small business owners, on the PSC, on the Public Service Commission, so you, and perhaps even you yourself, sir, can go to that commission and give FPL, TECO, and Duke a run for their money. Look, my favorite economist, Thomas Sowell, said, there are no solutions in politics. There are just trade-offs. So this is a perfect example of a trade-off. FPL, their profit margins are going to be a little bit smaller when I'm governor. That's the trade-off. Are you willing to accept that if it means that you can actually afford your electric bill again? Because we are being crushed every way we look. I'm sorry, I'm not feeling the golden age. I don't know about you guys, but everything has gotten more expensive. And to your brilliant question, when there's a government body that is statutorily endowed with the ability to push back on these unreasonable non-market-based increases from FPL, Duke, and TECO, that statutory body shows its authority, and that's what I will have them do as governor. Look, guys, I don't want to gaslight anybody. I don't want to catfish, even though I was on Tinder 2 weeks ago. But look, David, I joined Tinder for the simple reason that I wanted to meet young female voters where they are. And I'm genuine about that. I wanted to tell young women about my plan that I'm really proud of, because I'm pro-life. I believe that life begins at conception.
Amen.
I believe that we need to do more for our moms in this state, whether it's baby food or diapers or childcare. And the most proud pro-life policy I have is if you are a working mom in Florida, there is paid maternity leave statewide if I am governor. And so, again, we go back to that trade-off. Companies are going to not make the maximum profit if I am governor. But we are going to have a state where young couples, working families, and yes, our seniors will be able to get ahead and feel like their head is above water. That's what we're trying to get out to do. It is an honor to be here. Thank you all. This is really humbling, honestly, guys. Thank you. We're going to eat. Come by, say hi. More than anything, introduce yourselves to one another. What I will say is that 12 weeks ago, we were 2% in the polls. Now we are 23%. Our campaign is surging. I have a lot of respect for Congressman Donalds, but I don't think he would have pulled together this because our movement is bigger than the Republican Party. Actually, I'm no fan of the Republican Party, if I'm being honest, because they're a bunch of know-nothings and do-nothings these days. I am trying to revive the Republican Party that Donald Trump restarted in 2015, the party of Teddy Roosevelt, dare I even say the party of Pat Buchanan, the party that will fight with equal vigor for every single American citizen. It doesn't matter where you pray or how you look, whether you're rich or you're poor, whether you live in a rural county like one here in Jackson or Holmes or Washington, or you live down in South Florida. We are 67, yes, 6-7 counties proud, and I'm going to fight for every single one of them. So thank you, guys. How was that?
That was good.
Great.
All right, guys. Was that good?
Yeah, that was great.
And I think, look, affordability, it's just, how can we make it easier? The government's not going to solve all the problems. We know that. And you're not asking the government to solve all your problems. But let's get the government to do little things that can make it easier for us again.
Well, you know, my brother just got married. I asked that question from him. We're actually in Holmes County. We were going to see you yesterday, but it was so full. And I'm a first-time voter, and I really like what you're saying. Like, I just turned 18. You're going to be the first person I ever vote for.
You're a registered Republican, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
Just make sure you're in the primary.
Yes,
yeah.
But my brother wanted to know that question because he just got married in December. And he's like worried because he wants to start a family with his wife.
Yeah.
And he can't. Like, they have a dual income, but it's not enough to buy a home where they want. It's not enough to buy a home in Holmes County.
No.
You know, so he's worried about that.
Where do you guys live, Bonifay or Ponce Leon? Okay. Yeah, we're going to do something about it.
It's nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so we can order, I guess, or? Mitchell, want to sit?
Should we let
what?
Should we stay here? Have him zoom out? Might be the better option. You're dying?
Whoa. We're trying to poison the Coke here.
Yeah.
All right, what should we get? What do you think?
All-star.
Yes. Little goy slap never hurt anybody. I don't know. Why on earth would that be offensive, by the way? They can call us that, but we call ourselves that? I don't get that. I don't get it.
Did they mention at North Beach Social? Did they tell you about our beach issue over there at all? When you were at North Beach Social?
I did, they did, yes.
Yeah, it'd be good to get some help on that.
We're going to.
It's a mess. We've been fighting it for years.
What is with the level of pretension with some of these people?
I think they just didn't know that it was always public, and they used kind of the lawyers, and it's gone through a whole bunch of different.
I've heard about it. Yeah.
Backstreet Boys.
It's
on Neighbors. It's on the HBO. They did a documentary.
Yeah, it's on HBO right now. We're like one of the worst neighborhoods in America.
What is the documentary called?
Neighbors.
Are you serious?
Walton County, yes, right there,
like
on Beach Fight. It's on HBO right now. It's number one.
I'm going to go watch that.
Where they profile two bad neighbors, and we're one of them. But we're not. But it's gotten people fighting people, though. It's something a governor could fix. DeSantis has tried. It started with Scott, and it was one. Huckabee actually was the precedent-setting event. As a matter of fact, if you want to go back to it.
Really?
Absolutely. He goes to Blue Mountain Beach, and so that started it, and it's been forever. He sold it, we've been fighting it. You go, there's chains on the beach, there's signs on the beach, there is security guards on the beach. And as a lifelong, my kids, you got to be in this sliver, and there's nobody there. You cannot put a towel. You cannot sit. And so it's really, and I'm in real estate. I mean, I believe in always welcoming people in, but we could get a different perspective, and I wanted to present it to you.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
I'm going to watch it. I'll be back out there soon.
Neighbors. It's a good show.
I will. Thank you. Can you grab the waitress? I'm going to get a waffle. I know. I got a maw. Yeah, it's a problem. I can't be like Byron and be fat and lazy. Can you grab it? Has it ever been this crowded before?
No, never.
Like ever? Like literally ever?
No, Friday night. After football game.
After a football game, it usually will get kind of like, but nothing like this.
Hey, Andrea.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. How long you been here?
Going on 4 years now.
And before, where were you?
Out at Catalyst. You know,
No.
it's where they print pictures and personalize put your family and names on pillows, covers, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, good. Well, thank you for having us. Can I just, can I have a waffle?
Yes. You want a plain waffle?
Plain waffle, well done. Kingston, you want a waffle? Make it a double. Both well done.
Same thing.
So two double waffles. So that's 4 waffles.
All well done.
All well done. That's it.
I want to.
You got a question out?
Nice.
How do you feel about the fact that here in the state of Florida, at the age of 16, I can get my I can do my hunter safety course and carry a rifle or a shotgun in the woods, but I can't go down to my local outdoor store and buy a box of shells or even the firearm that I'm going to take into the woods?
Yeah, it's unconstitutional. I was just with Mr. Guns and Gear down in Apalachicola. We either have a Second Amendment or we don't. So you'll know this. After the Parkland shooting in Broward County in 2018, they raised the age for you to buy a rifle from 18 to 21. That violates the Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. There's not a little thing that says, unless you decided there's an age restriction. No. And so we actually have to live up to the words of the Second Amendment. My view is simple. Reverse the age increase, bring it back down to 18, ban red flag laws, allow you to have a bump stock, FRT, all of those things, eliminate the waiting period. And yes, if you're old enough to die for your country in the military, you're old enough to buy an AR-15 5.56 the day you turn 18 years old.
I appreciate it. Can I get a picture?
Sure.
They'd have to stop that.
Say Fishman for president.
We got to get governor first, guys.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.
I do got one question only. So, this kind of thing that got me on the fence right now. All of the loans and stuff you're offering to provide, I think they're great. But where's Florida going to get the money to offer these loans?
So we've got a surplus, actually. We've got a budget surplus.
Really?
Yeah. We paid down half of our debt in just the last 8 years because of Governor DeSantis.
All right.
Let me ask you. Taking on, well, come over here.
Right.
Taking on debt, you can put it down.
How many waters?
Sorry.
How many waters? Not all debt is bad. Not all spending is bad. If you want to borrow $20,000 to start a business and get equipment and bring on 2 employees, is that good or bad debt?
I believe it's good.
Okay. If I want to borrow $20,000 to buy a flat screen TV and a PS5 and GTA 6, is that good or bad debt?
Probably bad.
Right? And so let's break this mold of thinking that says that spending, and by that I mean investing money in American citizens, is bad. The Democrats and Republicans in D.C. gave Ukraine $300 billion to literally lose a war. We just borrowed $5 billion 2 weeks ago from China to give it to Israel. And so I don't want to spend money that we don't have. I want to invest in our state, because an investment today of $1 could be $10 in 15 or 20 years. Imagine if we can invest and allow great businesses to flourish here in Jackson County, Walton, Holmes, Washington, what the economic output of these businesses will be in 10 or 15 years. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be easy, but you need a governor who's willing to spend a little bit of money and invest that money so you can have a good future. And by the way, what I didn't talk about so much with the Rise and Shine thing is, to qualify for Rise and Shine, you cannot have been on welfare in the last 5 years.
Right.
So remember, if you're on welfare, you could be collecting $10,000 a year.
Right.
And so as a reward for not being on welfare for 5 years, which is to say not costing the taxpayer $50,000, we're going to give you a one-time $10,000 check. That's a good deal for us and a good deal for you.
All right, that clears it up. Thank you. Can I get a picture?
Of course.
All right.
Fremont,
All right, thank you, man.
So one here.
Can you sign this for me real quick?
Well, it depends. What is it? Of what?
Hey.
It would be an honor.
Awesome! Yeah! All right. Where you want to sign? You sign over here. Don't matter. We sign it on your table. Let them know.
A lot of people would be mad that I'm signing this.
Let them know.
I'm going to give you a little space so when you get Nick to sign it, I don't want to, take up his signature.
That's fine. That's fine.
Wow.
That's great.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hold it up. Just a couple of Wang House, y'all.
That's it. Yes, and we need to go hard. We need to go hard.
That's right. That's my wife right there. We just found out she was pregnant too.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Now look, when I say go hard, I don't mean go hard like when Byron was selling drugs in '97. I mean go hard for the people of Florida.
That's right.
Make it easier for young couples. Take care of them. Child care, maternity care, all that stuff. And that's what we have to do. And I think he asked a great question, which was, where are we going to get all the money from? We have a budget surplus. And I'm not talking about handouts. I'm talking about hand-ups. We have all the money in the world for Israel and Ukraine. We have all the money in the world for the Somalians who come here and don't speak our language and tell us that we live on stolen land while they steal Medicaid dollars. But we don't seem to have any money for American citizens who want to take an investment in themselves. And my view is really simple. If Florida State and the Florida government is going to give you a $50,000 loan to go to FSU, why can't we give young entrepreneurs a $5,000 or $10,000 loan? Why not? By the way, it's probably a better use of money than studying gender studies. It's like, oh, hey, I need 10 grand to start my landscaping business. I need to acquire a lawnmower. I need to hire a local worker. I need to get a trailer. I need to get a hitch. That costs $9,700. Cool. Here's a $10,000 loan. You pay us back in 2 years. And by the way, that's going to be good because if you got a job, that means you're not costing the taxpayer money on welfare. It means you're closer to buying a home. It means you're closer to getting married. And it means you're closer to having a child. That is something worth investing in, and I will do that as governor.
Yes, sir. Hey, so I'm a small business owner, and this gets me excited. Like, I'm here and I'm loving it. And I'm happy for it. I'm here for it, you know. And one thing, hypothetically, say I cut my hand open for the razor knife at work. I'm kind of screwed as a small business owner as far as my health care goes.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, you know, you have with the small business loans and everything like that. Do you have any plan for like health care? Is there any kind of considerations for that?
There is. I'm still finalizing, honestly. I haven't finalized it yet, my health care policy. But my view is that basic health care should actually be available to every single Florida resident. I was in Brazil, of all places, in 2015, and I got a really bad case of strep throat. And if you ever had strep throat, you know this thing can freaking knock you out for 3 weeks. And so I was scrambling because I don't have health care in Brazil, and I didn't have enough money to go to a doctor. But Brazil had these small free clinics where you can go in there, be seen. I got 10-day supply of antibiotics, and I was clear at the end of the 10 days. And so I think for basic medical care, that should be provided at little to no cost, so long as you are a U.S. citizen in Florida. Now, look, that's the moral thing to do. It's the biblical thing to do. It's also the very smart financial thing to do, because if you or one of your employees gets sick and you're out of commission for 3 weeks, you could lose your entire business. And next thing you know, you're lining up getting welfare for as far as the eye can see. So my grandmother always taught me an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And so let's invest in a healthcare system that says that if you get sick, you won't lose your business. If you get sick, you won't be out of a job for 2 weeks and then fired. If you get sick, you'll be able to come back, bounce back, and be able to contribute once again. So we're going to put together something, but it's really focused on what is the moral thing and what is the financially smart thing to do.
Thanks, sir.
So you can sign that. My Waffle House mug. I did
Of course. I have a couple of these. What's your name?
Spencer.
Now, I like this. I like this a lot. By the way, I'll tell you right now, they are not telling the true story of the Crusades.
Hey, here we go.
We need to tell the truth of the Crusades in our schools. What's the name?
Spencer. SPENCER. Still that coffee mug? I'll pay for it. I said that. That's great.
I had to put that in the oven. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do got a question for you too, just because I know you talk about taking down data centers and all that. What do you say to the farmers that sell out to all these solar panel companies? Because, like, you know, you got a lot of people that want to buy land, build a house, and you know, you drive down I-10 and you see thousands of acres of solar panels, even down Highway 20 near where I live. You know, they just built a huge development down there.
I saw that.
Is there any sort of incentive you might give farmers to be like, sell to young families if you want to, you know, make space for actual Floridians, give them somewhere that they can live, don't sell out to these solar panel companies. I mean, because they decimate and destroy all the land for years when they do that.
Correct. And they leave behind a real environmental footprint on the land as well. So let's back up. Why are farmers don't want to sell. They'd much rather make money every single year for the next 25 years off of their land than sell one time and get one shot of sugar high from selling. The reason why they're selling is because the system, Democrats and Republicans in Tallahassee, have given up on them. And so how can we reinvigorate, revive Florida agriculture where they feel like government has their back again, number one. Number two, I'm totally against solar for the very simple reason, this is a technical term, solar is stupid. What I'm for is I am for nuclear energy. I'm for nuclear energy. And solar is ridiculous. It's performative, just as wind is. Let's build 2 nuclear power plants in Florida. We had one on Crystal River. It shut down for whatever reason. And now it's time to actually bring back nuclear. I think we'll do 1 here in the Panhandle, 1 in Northeast Florida. And then what you'll actually see with nuclear is zero environmental footprint, no emissions, and your electric bills, it's not like they won't stop going up. They'll actually literally come down because nuclear is so cheap.
Thank you.
You're our guy.
But.
No, not but. I'm just asking, how confident are we?
We're going to win.
I'm pretty confident.
Well, I'll tell you why we're going to win. Because in 12 weeks, we went from 2% to 23%. And I started off the morning in Calhoun County, was down in Franklin County, obviously here in Jackson. We're doing 3 stops every single day for the next 6 months. Yes, our campaign is smarter than Byron. Yes, our campaign is slicker and better at social media than Byron. But we're also so much of harder workers than Byron. And so I honestly think he's a fat and lazy DEI hire, if I'm being completely honest. I just think he is. And how do I define DEI? It's did not earn it, didn't earn it. He's just running around calling himself the next governor. But has he been to Jackson County? No, we haven't seen him. Oh, wait, maybe he is. He's in the back of that squad car there. 3rd time would be a charm. We have a debate coming up July 21st on Fox.
I'm ready for that.
You know that I will end the election that night.
You will.
This guy doesn't stand a chance. Look, in politics, you can be lazy or you can be dumb. You cannot be both. I regret to inform you, Byron Donalds is lazy and dumb. And that is a killer in politics, right? Say what you want about Lindsey Graham. He ain't lazy. He's dumb. You got a lot of people who are, let's say, the other way around. But the killer combination is lazy and dumb. Lazy and dumb. That is the absolute worst combination. And I think we got it in the bag. What we need is you guys to show up on Election Day, be registered as Republicans, tell your parents, tell your grandparents, every new video we drop, every new thing. CNN was with us last week, New York Times with us. New York Times is coming back next week to do a profile. One statistic. Of all of the Google search traffic about the Florida governor's race, 92% is about our campaign. That is way more enlightening than a poll. That's a real-time metric. 92% of the Google searches about the Florida governor's race is about our campaign. We're going to do it. The inauguration is going to be fun. Oh, not this again.
First of all, you won my vote when you went on Joel Webb. Yeah, really.
When I went on where?
Joel Webb. That was awesome.
Joel Webb's a patriot.
Yes, he is.
My question, I was listening to your stream last night, Waffle.
Yeah.
And I was wanting to hear the answer to this question the guy asked you, but the sound cut out too. He was asking about, it had to do with immigration. So, it had to do with what would you say to farmers around the end on immigration?
Yeah.
I know you haven't touched on immigration.
Well, what I would say to employers that rely on illegal labor is what I would say to a southern plantation owner in the 1860s. Get over it. Yes, we can make it easier. I mean, get over it. Like, slavery was bad. Yes, getting rid of slavery hurt business in the South. That is true. It's also true that slavery is a sin and it's morally degenerate. I think what we have to do is 2 things. Be honest. Every illegal immigrant has to go. Number 2, businesses that currently rely on foreign labor, there has to be an off-ramp. If it's a temporary tax subsidy to get them to rehire, so be it. But just because your business depends on illegal aliens is not a justification to continue that. If that was the justification, we would still have slavery today. So. Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it.
I just did a 5-part series with Joel Webinax. It's coming out soon.
Oh,
I couldn't do the whole 10-part. You know, Nick has stamina. I don't have. I don't know.
I do have a gift for you.
Thank you.
It's a cigar. It's called
Thank you.
Unkillable.
Well, I'll be smoking this one tonight.
And part of that's for this campaign. It's going to be unkillable.
Thank you very much.
We hope that you take the W. We're ready.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, that was just to keep it safe.
Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Yes.
I know you're ready to eat. Could you sign my 2 Zen cans? One of those for my friend. He couldn't make it here.
Sure. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Can you clear that,
I
Mitchell?
know you must be hungry.
You got to get on Alp, guys. Tucker doesn't like this. You got to get on Alp.
No, I'm good.
I appreciate it, guys.
much.
Thank you.
Can I get a picture with you?
Yes. Want to clear this? I think we're good with that. Thanks for coming out, man.
Hey, could I ask you one quick question?
Yes.
So I'm engaged right now. So
Congrats. When's the wedding?
October 3rd.
Nice.
So how quickly will we see?
Is this your fiance? Congrats.
How quickly will we see increases on properties?
First year and a half. First year and a half. Hold in there. It can't happen overnight. You know that. If I sat here and said it was going to happen in 2 days, I'd be freaking lying. Year and a half, 2 years. And in the meantime, we're going to have town halls in Tallahassee with me every single month as governor. No governor's ever done that. Every single month, I'm going to invite anyone in the state to come and ask me questions live in person. Thank you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can I ask you a quick question before you take
Yes,
time?
sir.
I don't want to take up too much of your time. I haven't heard too much of you talk about Russia and Ukraine, and ever since 2022, it's been kind of a big thing for me. I've been really researching it a lot. I haven't heard too much of like what your thoughts on Russia and Ukraine. As in like policies of sending money to Ukraine.
I'm against it. Yeah. I haven't talked about it lately just because I'm not running to be the Secretary of State. So I think Russia's invasion of Ukraine is illegal. I also think that Ukraine would be wise to get to the negotiating table because losing another 500,000 men is not worth losing some meaningless land. And so my view, as it pertains to being the governor, is I don't want to see our tax dollars every single year be sent to Ukraine to fuel the meat grinder. I think President Trump said it best in 2024. Which side am I on? I want the dying to stop. There is needless dying on the Ukrainian side, but yes, there are also good men on the Russian side who are being sent into war, who are being conscripted, who have no choice and are dying needlessly. What on earth are they fighting over? They're fighting over land. That's it. So I'm against it.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I have one last follow-up. I've been looking or researching it since 2022 a lot. I wrote a book. I don't want to say the name. But can I just give you the book?
Yes.
I'd love to be able to give it to you. And I just don't want to advertise it, so I don't want to say the name because it's not the place to do that. But I would love to give it just so you can take a look at it. I know you're a busy guy, and I don't plan on
I appreciate it.
absolutely. Even if you use it as toilet paper, I don't care. I just wanted to give you that.
No, I'll read it.
I really do appreciate it.
I need to get off of X. I'm spending too much time on X. I probably need to. It's a good thing for me to read.
It's an honor that you picked my book. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I was gonna. I work in home insurance right now, and sorry, I get nervous. So I work in home insurance right now, and we have to. I get like the front end of like them having to replace their roofs when there's nothing completely wrong with their roofs or prices constantly going up. Do you have like any ideas?
And you're saying people, as in getting their roofs?
Yeah, like the main issue that, because I deal with like the underwriting portion where I have to be the mean one and like say you have to replace your roof even though it's a 15-year-old roof and there's clearly nothing wrong with it. Do you know if there's like anything that can be done about that? Or?
There can be. A lot of it's going to go down to the fact that we need to find a middle ground. There's a lot of insurance fraud in our state. You know that, a lot of fraud.
A lot of it.
And so we are kind of, let's be real.
Sorry, don't worry about it.
We're the fraud capital of the world. The #1 zip code for PPP loans was in Miami-Dade County. Literally one building, actually the Panorama building, which is full of degenerates. But I digress. And so is it a surprise that we have the #1 fraud and also the #1 insurance premiums? So you cannot tackle insurance until you tackle fraud.
Yeah.
And so I agree with you 100%. It also means some litigation, tort reform behind the scenes. But my job is I got to bring down the insurance premiums, and I'm taking nothing off the table to be able to do that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate
Can you take a
it.
picture?
Yes, of course.
I was going to ask you, Simon.
Sure.
And also, I wanted to ask, how did you meet Christ? When was how was that like? What's your testimony?
My testimony is, I think that, I grew up going to church.
Yeah.
But I think in my 20s I had this view, and I almost had these panic attacks.
Yeah.
That while I believed in Christ, I wasn't obeying his teachings.
Yeah.
Right? There's two lines in life. People who believe in God, people who obey God.
Exactly.
People who believe in God, people who follow God.
Harvest is right, the workers are few.
You know this.
Exactly.
And so my life verse is Luke 6:46. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do as I say?
Exactly.
And I think that's really for me, that really, it got under my skin. Proverbs 9:10. The beginning of wisdom is fear of the Lord. And fear, not in a fearful, negative way, but in a respectful way, in a reverent way. Obedience is the core of it.
Exactly.
And you cannot say you're a follower of Christ if you don't obey Christ. Full stop.
100%.
Full stop.
100%.
What's your name?
Noah.
We can't take you anywhere, can we?
So the gentleman in the black shirt took care of the bill.
Thank you.
You've got my vote for sure.
Thanks, Noah.
I appreciate it, brother.
You're right, grass is king on mine as
Of
well.
course. It's not anti-Semitic to say this. I don't know why they say that.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you. And by the way, it's a very good question.
Oh, sorry, man.
It was a very good question.
Yes, sir.
Kai, grab that.
I've just been
grab
thinking
all of
about
that.
it a lot.
What's your name?
Alec, A-L-E-C.
Especially
I'm not like Baldwin.
all the TikTok shows.
No, you know how to handle a firearm?
Big time. we grew up on. I don't shoot my co-star.
Yeah, the day that policy is in place, I'm
Appreciate
going
it.
to the gun store.
Sign these if you don't mind as well.
What happened?
She's like, I can't take your car because I'll leave with it. So I try to hand her the car. She's like, you can't hand me the car. I'll take it.
Y'all know I hear some cheering if I run out of here with y'all's car. Throwing all the money in my pocket now, they just take off.
Well, no. According to the media, our campaign only has $950. Didn't you hear that?
Oh, okay.
That's not bad, actually. That's actually not bad. Yes, of course. You got to get on Alp, though.
Alp?
You got it. Tucker. That's the Tucker. Oh, come on. You got to show some love to Tucker.
Around here.
You can use, what is it? Coupon code Larry for Larry Loomer for 20% off.
Pleasure to meet you. I appreciate it. Nice to meet you.
Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir. Nice to meet you, brother.
Appreciate it. Okay. Did you, I hope my waffle wasn't infiltrated. Yes, of course. Is my waffle infiltrated? All right, you spilled it though, right?
Yes.
You're off the campaign. Just keep spilling stuff.
Okay.
And can you sign this napkin for my friend that couldn't come?
Do you go to Chipola?
I don't. I graduated high school like 6 years ago, but this is just from whenever I was early in that year.
Oh, good. But you live here?
I do. Yeah. Grew up in Marianna.
What do you do now?
I work at Camp Real Life.
Nice.
It's Christian camp. Does like summer camps and retreats during the off season, so I'm a full-time worker there.
Good. That's awesome.
All right, thank you.
Good to meet you. Hear that, Kingston? Single Christian girl for you.
Good to see you again. You spoke briefly on law enforcement.
Yeah.
I'm going into law enforcement. I was just wondering how you're going to protect and support them, just in further detail. Because,
And
I mean, our law enforcement's getting killed all the time. It's a
disgrace. And I don't want my mother is afraid that I'm going to come home to casket one day. I just wondered how I should, go about telling her, I'm going to be okay because you're going to be my governor, and I'm going to be protected by you. So.
It's one of the things that I'll struggle with a lot because I'm the chief law enforcement officer of the state, right, given this responsibility. So you're going to hear my spiel. Money is not going to solve all those problems.
Yeah.
You got to do a couple things. The first is you got to know when you go out there every single day, the governor's got your back.
Yes, sir.
Because heaven forbid there's an officer involved shooting that you're involved in, and then it's political, and the governor throws you under the bus and starts saying BLM this, Antifa that. That's never going to happen. I'm always going to have the back of law enforcement. Here's the thing. I'm a First Amendment guy, so I believe you have a right to protest in this state. But the second you put your hands on a law enforcement officer, it's game over. You're going to jail. We're throwing the book at you. We're not negotiating. No plea bargain, maximum sentence. So I think the way you do this is you lead, and you don't ever give them an inch, because our law enforcement officers lay it on the line every single day for us. And I'm going to have your back, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
How's it going?
Good.
So I'm 19 years old. I'm a college student at the Baptist University of Florida.
Good.
I'm getting married in November, and part of your program is Rise and Shine.
It is.
And,
Wait, hold on. Is that a good name, you think?
Rise and Shine? I think it's good.
Okay.
I think you would have to research what it means.
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. I just completely blanked out. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so part of Rise and Shine, right? The way it's being funded is through divesting the foreign aid from Israel and putting it into the program.
Not actually, but
Oh, okay.
I mean, those are two separate issues. But what I said was, we're going to divest. Do you believe we should give money to Israel?
I don't know. I don't think that we need to bless Israel. I think that scripture's taken out of context, where it says bless Israel and be blessed. I don't think it's talking about the government necessarily. I think that there are allies in a sense, but I don't think that they're the best government ever. I think there's a lot of things wrong with the government, such as America. There's things that are wrong with America, right?
Well, I agree, and I just think that, by the way, I don't think Israel's the U.S. ally, to be completely honest. But divorced from that, at the end of the day, I don't think when you've got so much poverty in our state, so much joblessness in our state, so much suffering in our state, especially in the Panhandle, that we should be lending $385 million to Israel.
And you see, that's where I agree with you. I don't think we need to get that much. Now, how do we assure that we would get that money back? That's my main.
Oh, good question.
Yeah.
So, that's tasty.
Yeah.
So, the way we technically lent Israel the money is by buying their government bonds.
Okay.
Those government bonds trade like stocks, like Apple stock.
Okay.
And so we can actually just sell those government bonds on the secondary open market very, very easily. I mean, you could do it in 2 days. So it's not like you need to call up Netanyahu and negotiate.
Yeah.
It's not that kind of money.
Like the way he's like, you call Benjamin, take my money back. You know that real?
That was just me.
Yeah.
That was just me being performative. I'm just going to be honest with you.
I mean, that gets.
But it went viral.
It did, yeah.
Right? But not actually. And so all you literally have to do is just sell the bonds on the open market. And then there's something called T+1, or T+2 rather, which is the bonds will settle back into cash. Now, obviously, we can't just take that money and give out down payment assistance checks. But that's going to give me the ability, the leverage to be able to go to the legislature and say, look, it's time to make a generational investment in young married couples. And that starts with helping them get their homes.
I agree. Appreciate it. What were the requirements for applying for it?
Oh, good. So the requirements for Rise and Shine, under the age of 30, married, and one of the two of you has to be working full time.
Okay. Appreciate that.
Pretty low bar.
Yeah, that's pretty easy. So, thank you so much, Scott.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
How you doing?
Good.
Can I ask a couple small favors?
Yes.
Would you sign my Waffle House mug for me?
Of course.
Another one, my younger brother-in-law, Nate, is watching the live stream right now. He's 14 years old.
What's his name?
Nate.
Hey, Nate.
And so that's thank you for inspiring people who are literally 14 to be interested in this sort of thing. And one other favor, and then a question. Would you take another picture with me real quick?
Yes.
All right, thank you so much.
I got you.
I appreciate that. Now, one of the big issues that we've seen in recent years with like reform campaigns, even successful ones, right? I think 2016 Trump is staffing, is personnel.
Yeah.
And so what's the game plan to make sure you have loyalists and people who are visionaries in the same way that you are, like, around you? Because the entire board of the FWC is full of developers, you know, as you were talking about with the power company earlier. It's all people who have vested interest in making sure rates go up. How do we make sure the Florida deep state, in that sense, is unseated?
Well, you do it by only putting loyalists in there, actually. You can't solve for credentialism. You can't say, well, this person's been in Tallahassee for 15 years, so they're a good hire. You actually have to hire loyalists. We are blessed because we have thousands of volunteers, 100 of whom are working every single day in our campaign. And so and they're in all sorts of professions. They're attorneys, they're business owners, they're academics. I'm going to look to our own team because I don't believe you can interview somebody for a job this important. I believe you have to watch them very closely, and I watch our team very closely to say, hey, this person would be great on the PSC, this person would be great on the FWC, and see who actually is loyal to the vision. Not to me, but to loyal to the vision. And I think what happens far too often with, say, the Trump first term is they just put in people who were donors. They put in people who other people recommended. The only way I could hire somebody is if I knew they were a proven fighter. And the only way to know that is if they prove that by being on my campaign.
Thank you.
Somebody sign this?
This is my wife.
Hi.
Good to meet you.
She was asking about teacher pay because she's a teacher at the high school here. And she's like,
Which high school?
Marianna High School.
Sure.
I don't really have a question. I just appreciate that you want to pay us more.
We are 49 out of 50.
Yeah. I used to teach in Duval County.
Oh, wow.
I noticed how little Jackson County got paid once we moved.
And my 25% statewide increase for teacher pay, it's going to go to every single county at every stage. It's not just starting pay in just Miami or in Orange County. Every single county is going to see a 25% increase. Some teachers are going to be leaving, and that's okay. But for the teachers who show up every single day, and I'm not going to be one of those Republicans who just attacks public. It's ridiculous. So much of the Republican establishment now in D.C. and Tallahassee, they just attack public schools, attack public school teachers. I'm a school choice guy all the way, but I believe that for most people in our state, especially in the Panhandle, the only choice is public school. You don't have many private school options up here.
There's one in all of Jackson County.
Correct. And then if you go to Holmes or Washington County, you're SOL.
Yeah.
So how are you going to attack the only possible option, which is public schools? I'm a public school kid from kindergarten to graduation. My sister's a public school teacher. My grandmother was. My aunt was. And so you're going to have someone in me who's going to fight for you and never apologize for that.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. What do you got?
Really just came out to show my support.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Name's Magnus.
I'm Travis.
Hey, Travis.
I'm actually a volunteer for your campaign. I'm in the Jackson County group. There's only like 2 of us, but I'm here for you. I'm ready
Listen,
to ride.
we're about to ride. We're going to get you yard signs. We're going to start a door knocking campaign in mid-March.
I'm all for it.
Make the campaign feel inevitable because it is. Flood the zone because we will.
Absolutely.
This has never happened before, by the way.
What's that?
Like this kind of turnout with 24 hours notice in Jackson County for a political campaign.
I'm so happy about it. I'm glad enough people know about your campaign.
And that's going to make your job as a volunteer, it's going to really buttress that.
Could I ask you to sign this?
For Alp?
I got the right one.
For Tucker? For Tucker the Patriot? Absolutely. 9s. Holy moly. Are you upper or lower?
Upper decky all the way.
Okay. You ever double?
On occasion when the mood strikes.
All right. All
you
right.
get a squad picture with us for
Of course. Hold on. Goy slot break.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's go.
We need to pass the camera off to somebody. You want to take our picture, brother? Anybody? Yeah. Thank you, boss man.
Good. So stay in that group chat.
Yeah.
Bring people, bring your friends in it. Way back here. And by the way, on some of these door knocking campaigns, I'm going to be out there with you.
Absolutely.
I was driving through Alta earlier on my way to Caledonia County this morning, Bloodstown, and I saw multiple Fishback for Florida signs.
It's fantastic.
Small towns. Have you seen a single Byron Donald sign?
I have not.
We're going to win. We're going to win. And by the way, for our key volunteers, you may not want to, but I hope you'll join the administration.
That would be amazing.
I really hope. And that's where I'm going to turn to, because those are the loyal plan trusters who've been with us from the very beginning. That's who I want to staff our administration in Tallahassee.
I'm very passionate about conservation, so if you have anything in that lane, I'd love to help support you.
How about FWC? Would you want to be on the FWC?
That would not be a bad idea there.
All right, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Likewise. What's that? Oh, you're good. Hey.
So you were speaking about like the getting rid of taxes in terms of the housing, like homeowners in Florida. Like, do you have any idea like where exactly those taxes will go? Like, if we're not taxing homeowners anymore?
Yes. So I only support eliminating property taxes for Florida residents on their primary home, not snowbirds, not commercial properties, not out-of-state foreigners, not if you have a second home on 30A.
Right.
Only capped at $1 million.
Okay.
So if you have a $100 million home, there's no money for you. There's no tax break for you.
Okay.
Where do we get the money from? Well, if you narrow the scope to that means
Rental properties rate?
no.
No.
No. Just your primary homestead residence.
Okay.
Your home would count. But my view is, in the last 5 years, the amount of money that Florida is taking up in property tax is up 76%. In 5 years, property tax revenue is up 76%. They have an extra $20 billion. Are your roads in Jackson County 76% better? Are your schools, is the lady at the DMV 76% nicer? So no. So we're calling cap, and then we actually have to say, what if the $20 billion didn't make life better, then let's roll back funding to 2020 levels and then deliver that tax break. We're also going to need to fire some people. Not teachers, not cops, not firefighters, not paramedics, but a lot of self-important elitist bureaucrats who work in the county commission. They have to go because they make $400,000 a year while our teachers barely make $40,000 a year. That's not fair, and that's fiscally irresponsible. Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Cool.
You can go ahead.
Do you work at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah, I just got off.
Cool.
At 8.
I'll take a shake.
Yeah, I was.
Are you guys still open?
Yeah.
After party at Chick-fil-A. We don't discriminate.
Yeah. I just want to say, I kind of been following you since I saw one of your first videos on TikTok of you running for governor and stuff, and I thought it was really cool. I like the stuff you stand for and stuff, and yeah, I don't know, but I wanted to get a picture and I wanted to sun.
Of course. What's your name?
My name's Emma.
Hey, Emma. Just how it sounds?
Yes, sir.
You live here?
Yep. I grew up in Bonifay, and then I moved here, so I thought it was really cool that you're doing all this.
Yeah.
I just feel like no big people running for anything would do something like this.
I just love our state. I just love our state. Good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right, I do want the Chick-fil-A discount when I come.
Yes, sir.
It's the one right up here, right? Right for 10? It's not dry. It's dry, right?
Probably. I don't know.
Yeah, that was close. Are you a registered Republican?
Yes.
Good. August 18th, vote for us.
Okay, you know what sucks? Isn't my birthday? It's in September. So
I don't want to hear it. I don't. What? Give me back the cup. Give me some nail polish. Let me. Listen, you have parents, you have grandparents, you have aunts, you have uncles.
Yes, sir.
Vote Fishback August 18th. Send Byron Donald's packing back to the ghetto that he came from, okay?
Yes, sir.
And by the way, it's not offensive. It's like he came from a ghetto. It's called New York. We don't want to New York or Florida. It's that simple. Want to sign it?
Yes, please. And we need to come a picture in the Waffle House because this is like our Waffle home because we come here so often at this point. Yes, it's Waffle home, this specific one. And I want to ask if you could write any Bible verse that you want on that cup. For Timothy 5A. All right, I'm gonna look into it. So, we grab a quick picture.
Of course.
In the Waffle House.
In the Waffle. This is your Waffle home.
Yeah, Waffle home.
This is our fourth Waffle House stop.
Oh, you got a lot to go then.
We have a ton to go. We have a ton to go.
Every time, isn't it?
It's actually really good.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to every single county's Waffle House, and so there are 47 Waffle House counties in Florida.
Oh, okay.
Which is great. Hey.
Hey, are you tired yet?
No.
Really?
A lot of caffeine.
Good for you.
I wanted to ask you about a bill that Florida legislatures are trying to push through, HB 945, I
Yeah.
think.
It's
And
disgraceful.
where
Counterintelligence.
Yes.
Social credit score.
Yes.
Palantir. I'm against it. I'll never allow it to be enforced. It's blatantly unconstitutional. It violates the First, Fourth, probably the 14th Amendment too. Yeah, it's really bad. This is the problem. That bill is literally being pushed by Republicans. Not all Republicans are our friends. The people who push that bill are traitors, but yeah, I'm totally against it.
Perfect. That's what I like.
I'm going to make a video about it this weekend.
Good deal. And then,
Good to meet you.
can I get a signature and a picture?
Of course.
Sir.
Cool.
We're gonna take. You want to take it on my phone?
You guys live here?
Yeah, we do. We're local.
Cool.
Thank you. Well, keep fighting for us.
Thank you very much.
It's an honor meeting you, man.
Likewise, thanks, man.
Doing good
I appreciate
things.
it.
I'm Samuel.
Hey, Samuel. Hey.
I'm from Naples.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Golden Gate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice area.
But I go to Tallahassee for college.
Nice.
Yeah. So what do you think about the Florida Fish and Wildlife commissioners who are all golf course owners and all that?
Lobbyists, yeah, I'm against that. So Article 4, Section 7 of the Florida Constitution gives me the authority to remove them from the FWC, and that's what I will be doing as one of my first things as governor. We need to put good conservationists on the FWC, good hunters, commercial fishermen, and that's what I plan to do. What are you studying in college?
Mechanical engineer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, Samuel. Of course. The Waffle House in Marianna, it's jumping. Thanks, Samuel. Hey, man.
So what do you think about chemtrails?
I'm against them. They're real. My opponent says that they're a crazy conspiracy theory. He laughed at a woman's face when she asked him about chemtrails. George Orwell said the party's final and most essential command was to deny the evidence of your eyes and ears. I don't see how you could deny chemtrails when I look up in the sky and they're coming up every single day. And so they've changed the law in Tallahassee, but they don't want to enforce the law. If you change the law, but you don't want to enforce the law, you haven't changed the law. And so I will enforce the law to protect our skies and to protect our air.
Good. Now, tolls. We drove to Miami. Tolls.
Yeah. I'm going to eliminate tolls for Florida residents. The way you do that is by shifting the cost burden on out-of-state tourists. They have a ton of money. They come here by the tens of millions. We can raise their tolls, and that allows us for our tolls to be free, and that's what I'm going to do. We have the best weather, the best beaches. If you have an undervalued asset, guess what? You're allowed to charge a little bit more, and that's what I will do. Of course.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for coming out. Have a good night. How goes it?
Pretty good. Nice to meet you. So I was curious, the other day you said that you're the first politician or candidate in history to sign under penalty of perjury, that you were going to accomplish everything you set out to do. With that being said, is there going to be a list of everything that you have planned?
Yes, exactly. On that document, my key executive commitments are going to be on that document. I'll sign it in the next 10 days in front of a U.S. federal courthouse. And what that document will say is unless I, James Fishback, do A, B, C, D, or E, unless I do all of those things, I legally irrevocably and irreversibly forfeit my right to run for re-election in 2030. That's how deadly serious I am to get the job done. Byron, on the other hand, won't do anything but give you excuses.
I had another question, kind of similar to that. Is there any way you could have that set in law going forward for future governors?
I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to. I think it's a good idea. But by the way, you can also demand that of Byron. You can say, look, Byron, you have to sign the same thing that Fishback signed with your promises and your commitments, because if you don't, you're a filthy liar. And you, even if you don't support me, I think you do, but even if you don't, you should still demand that of the other candidates, because unless you're willing to sign the dotted line and say, unless I do this, this, and this, that I legally, literally, irrevocably, unequivocally, unambiguously, we can go on for hours with the adverbs, I forfeit my right to run for re-election. That is how serious I am. I am serious as a heart attack caused by the COVID vaccine. Was that good? Was that cute?
That was a good one.
That was a good one. My dad uses that one. I'm sure.
I think in a few years you should run for national office. I'd vote for it.
I appreciate it, man. Let's get through this one first, all right?
I drove 3 hours to see you. We're from Mobile, actually. But I'm actually thinking about moving to Florida. And I had seen you on your Instagram page, and I support everything that you stand for.
Thank you, man.
So hopefully you win.
My plan, by the way, for Alabama is I want to annex Mobile.
Please do. Thanks.
You don't have the best governor right now.
Absolutely not. Thank you.
Hey.
Simon.
Hey, Simon.
I believe Christians are supposed to encourage each other. Iron sharpens iron. I like everything that you stand for, and I wanted to read you some of my favorite verses so that
Please.
can maybe encourage you. This first one, Matthew 10, 29. But the body can be killed, but the soul, the body cannot be killed. The body but cannot kill the soul. Rather fear him who is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. But are not two sparrows sold for 1 copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will. But the very hairs on your head are all numbered. Do not fear, for you are more valuable than the sparrows. That shows that God truly cares about us, and he cares about us individually to the point he knows the hairs on our head. And if he cares about even the birds, he cares more deeply for you. And I have this other one, if you don't mind me reading it.
I'd love to.
I don't want to take up your time.
I'd love to.
Have it. Mark. And he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you. This is Jesus saying this. My grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, more gladly, I will rather boast in my infirmities than in the power that the power of Christ may rest upon me. And that shows anything that we're going through, like we could be doing in the highs of highs or the lows of lows, God's grace is sufficient for you. And in our weakness, it makes him more strong, and he makes us more strong. So, like, you're going through any tribulations or trials, his grace is sufficient for you. All you have to do is call upon him, and he will be there for you, and he listens to you. That was all. Do you think you could sign my Bible?
I will, on the back there, yeah. What's your name?
Simon. You having a good day so far?
I am.
Very good.
This is my favorite verse, Luke 6:46.
Oh, shoot. I was going to ask you to write down your favorite verse.
There you have it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Simon.
Great to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Can I just get you, Simon?
Of course.
And if you don't mind, can I get a selfie as well?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Have a great night, guys. Milkshake.
Yeah, for sure.
Free. Free.
I'll give you the employee discount there.
Do you guys have like a little buffet still or not? Is it just like a Pizza Hut? Remember like the Pizza Huts back in the day that had the little buffet and you bring your credit card, you bring your report card. We used to have a proper country.
I know. We had one at my work and they closed down last year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Last one I ever knew.
You can sit, Mitchell. Come sit next to me, Mitchell. Don't sit next to her.
Oh boy.
Come sit next to me. You've managed to make a mess of everything.
Oh, I had to move this.
Yeah.
So Kingston could sit down.
Don't invoke Kingston's name, please. He's a good man. He's a good boy.
I didn't say you did anything wrong. I was
It doesn't matter. Don't invoke his name.
Can't say the Lord's name in vain.
I wouldn't say that. That's
Kingston could never do anything wrong.
Yeah, never ever.
Good showing.
What's up?
Good showing.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We did great today. Honestly, even in even earlier the event earlier, still a great turnout considering the size of the town.
It was like 5% of the town.
Yeah, exactly. That's honestly really good.
Can you imagine if we got 5% of Miami?
Yeah, I know, it'd be insane.
Oh yeah, 50,000 people?
Yeah, that's what we do. We just rent out the stadium.
That's hilarious.
What do you think, Kingston? You were in Miami. I've never been there.
You ever been to Miami?
No, I was in West Palm, not Miami.
But you've never been to Miami in your entire life?
Never ever. Like one of the few. I've been to Key West. And I haven't been to Miami.
How'd you get to Key West?
Went around the bottom.
Oh.
I don't really count it, you know.
Interesting. Interesting.
You
You guys can come.
You know, Axel?
Hey.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to discuss it like
Not at all.
We just wanted to just get a quick photo.
Of course.
Sorry about that, sir.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You got the photo about him.
Where you guys live?
Here with Marianna.
Good.
I'm taking 7.
That's hot.
Fill your score.
That's good. Thanks so much.
What's your name?
Dylan.
Hey, Dylan. Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
James.
Alex.
Hey, Alex. Good to meet
I
you.
also have one question.
Please.
One thing that caught my eyes, I love how Christian-based all your views are. What is your, I guess, plan to kind of put Christianity back in school?
By putting it back in school, number one. Well, before you put Christianity back in school, you have to get out the demonic forces that are currently insidious and pervasive in our school. The lie that comes straight from the devil's mouth is that white people need to apologize to black people.
Why?
And that black people are systemically oppressed and therefore they can never make it. Eradicate that. That's called putting Christianity back. Also, what is with our sex ed in our schools? The only thing we should be talking about is the A word, abstinence, not anal, abstinence. Pardon my language, but it's in there. It's just in there, so I'm going to say the thing that's in there. Chapter 1 of sex ed cannot be abstinence, and then Chapter 2 cannot be how to apply different forms of lubricant, right? The only sex ed in our schools should be Christian sex ed. Your body is a temple. End of story. Let's go back to math class. And then number 3, and this is a bold one, we're going to bring back prayer to our schools. If you've got students who want to come together before math class or come together before their AP or their end-of-year exam, they should be allowed to pray and never be harassed or stopped by their teacher's administration.
Sounds perfect to me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks, man.
Hi, can I get a photo with
Of
you? Right
course.
there, dude. I'm staying on one side or the other. Take your time, Dylan. It's so nice to meet you.
Thank
I
you.
love that answer.
Chef wanted you to sign.
Oh, yes, of course. I would be honored to sign it.
Yeah, that's for you, baby.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you? Want to get a selfie?
Yeah, I'm definitely getting that.
Thank you.
I look good in that face filter. Hold on. Do I not look good in this face filter right there? I had a little blush in cheeks. I start putting makeup on. Holy moly. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Dom.
Hey, Dom. Do you live here?
Yeah.
How long you been here?
I live in Greenwood. 8 years, left for 2, and just came back now 2 years.
Where were you gone for the 2 years?
St. Pete.
Okay. That's
Originally from New Jersey.
Really?
Yeah. Me and my husband and my son, we all work here. They all work here.
Is your son back there?
Yes. Where's she, Tori? Yeah, we all cooks. Unfortunately.
That's awesome, actually.
I like what you said.
Thank you very much.
It is awesome.
We'll be back here soon.
You will?
Yeah.
Don't tell nobody next time.
We only gave them 1 day's notice. We're going to have to move it to like...
Give us no days notice. I didn't know nothing was going on.
And you did catfish us. We were supposed to have the mayor.
I've been hearing all evening that the mayor was coming.
Yeah, we
Whoever that
didn't
is.
even know it was we kept saying the mayor all day.
The mayor.
Yes, I don't know.
And then people started pouring in, and you thought, all this for the mayor?
Yes, like it was.
I was wondering why we had all this for the government. No, I'm
Yeah.
kidding. Sorry, you ain't my boss, so I can't talk to you like this. No,
Thank you.
They got their
Thank you very much.
This speech. You know, I'm putting
Thank
you
you.
on my TikTok. I'm big on TikTok.
Let's go.
Yes, he is.
Thank you, Erica.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. Hey, man.
Thank you for coming so much.
No, my pleasure.
You're a hope. You're our choice. You're the one person that can change everything for us. And I appreciate that. I appreciate someone that's actually up here speaking up like we do. We're the same age as me. They understand. We get how it is. They understand what's happened in Florida. Thank you.
Thank you. I look forward to working with you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank
Have
you.
a good night.
You as well.
God bless you.
Thank you. Christ is King.
Can I get a photo?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
This has been, I think, the best Waffle House stop.
Yeah, no, definitely. The biggest.
Yeah, I think this has been the best one. All right. Let Mitchell take the camera for a change.
Yeah, that's to do. Oh, actually, no, that requires him to take off.
No, but I want the people to see Kingston.
Oh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Careful.
Careful. So you're gonna notice.
We're going to Dairy Queen after this, Kingston.
I hate to ask you to get up again, but can I take a picture, please?
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Do you live here, Marianna?
I do.
What time does the Dairy Queen close?
It's either 9 or 10, probably. 10 o'clock. I know because my wife's praying we go down every night. Okay, so.
I think it's 10 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it's 10 o'clock.
All right, we're going. We're going a little DQ after this.
You're gonna pull. Oh my goodness, Jason pulled it straight.
We should walk. Maybe we're going to walk to the DQ.
They're frozen, so they just pull them out.
Did they?
Yeah.
So my name's Jason, by the way.
Hey, Jason. Thanks for getting the shirt, by the way.
No problem.
That supports
so
the
you're
campaign.
Obviously very popular with the younger generation, as you can tell from the polls and the crowd that was in here. What is your plan? You're probably asked this 100 times. But what is your plan to reach the older people?
I'm only asked about 58 times, actually. But yes, my plan... Well, actually, we had some older folks in here.
Yeah, you did.
Back there.
Yeah.
So the plan is, you guys got to do your part. I'm speaking at every single venue. Young people are not going to see me speak at a retirement community in Tampa as I did 2 weeks ago. Like, by definition, young crowds are going to be with young crowds. Older crowds are going to be with older crowds. So you're not going to see that, but I'm already making inroads with older voters. And what we need from you is talk to your parents, talk to your grandparents, your aunts and uncles, post on social media about our campaign, and that's how we win.
I got the whole family voting here. No,
Oh, good.
Not you worry. Not you worry.
That's the number one thing. But yeah, we are we're growing that. And we got a lot of big stops. Naples, again, we were not down in Naples, which is an older community. We'll be in the Villages in a couple of weeks. And every single stop is an opportunity to connect with voters.
Right. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Jason.
Could you sign one out to my wife?
Sure.
It's Jade. Jayde.
Jayde.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Jason.
I just want to get pictures of you, man.
Of course.
I've also got like my entire family vote for you as well.
Let's go.
Oh yeah. All right. Are you going to keep up with some of the Florida Doge stuff?
Yes.
That's great.
We're taking it to the next level, though.
I was going to say that's how we got a lot of surplus.
Correct.
That was a big thing for DeSantis.
That was a huge thing. I think the governor did a great job. The reason why we can talk about investing in our farmers, investing in our young couples, is because we have a surplus. Can you imagine if Andrew Gillum had been governor?
Yeah.
He was a crackhead.
Yeah, that's true. A lot of them.
Come to think of it, who sold Gillum the crack? Was it Byron? They were both in Tallahassee at the same time. Everybody has a plug. Could have been Byron. I don't know. So, where did Kingston go? Oh, sit. You gonna eat? Which one did you? What did? Nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate it.
You look nervous.
This is a whole family affair.
Yeah.
So, mom, dad, and son work at the same Waffle House.
girlfriend.
And girlfriend. Are you guys
Brother
typically
over
work?
there.
And your brother?
That's Fred. Wait, Fred.
Hey, Fred. How are you? So, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
This has to be the only
It is.
in the country.
Yeah, we mingled it to get it like that.
Feel me?
But you're good like that.
We was in Ocala cooking in Ocala.
Yeah.
And then I started him cooking Ocala. My husband was cooking here, and we were all like transferring around to Waffle. Then we finally came to this. Yeah, then we just said, hey, we're going to stick with this one.
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's awesome. We help each other a lot.
That's awesome.
But I wanted you to,
How long you been running though?
12 weeks.
12 weeks.
We went from 2% to 23% in 12 weeks. So we're now in second place. We're surging. And as I think you saw by the crowd here tonight, we have a vision that is really connecting with people.
That's good. Gotcha.
So it's a challenge. Who's in first right now?
Byron Donalds, congressman from Naples.
Oh.
But we're on his tail.
Yep.
Soon we'll pull him over.
That's good. That's good. Great. I'm with you with the small businesses.
Small.
I've been working hard for a small business right now. Very hard.
We definitely going
But in between me working, and of course, all of our money going to the business.
Correct.
All of our money. So trying to figure out, because I know, some of my friends say they went and got loans or what. I really don't know about that. So it's good that you're coming to try to teach us about that.
How to take advantage of that,
right. Not knowing nothing about that at all.
Yeah, that's me.
All right.
That's good.
Yes, and that's the idea is if all your money is going to pay your bills, there's never going to be any left over to start the business. And so I think if you're willing to take a risk to start your own thing, the government should be willing to take a risk and give you a $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 loan so you can rent out a place, you can get equipment, you can pay your staff. Although in your case, your staff is going to be your family, so maybe you don't want to pay them. Cut them in. No, seriously, cut them into the business. Everybody gets 25%, right? And so you're blessed to be able to do that. And I think we have a history, actually, in Florida of starting so many global franchises. Burger King, for example, started right here in Florida. So if we're able to do that, we win.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'll see y'all later.
I just want to say
thank you for coming by.
Thank you, David.
I've got an hour drive, so.
And thank you, Crystal. I appreciate it.
Sometime next week.
Bye, Crystal.
Nice meeting you, man.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Okay. I'm sorry. Nice to
Thank
meet
you. Thank you, guys.
Nice meeting you, bro.
I appreciate it. Thank
I'm
you.
coming back up there.
That sounds good.
Hey, James.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Hey, Kyle.
Can I get a picture with you real quick?
Sure.
And I have a quick question for you, too.
What you got?
So I've heard you say that Florida first and Christ first. Christ is king, right? So what is your plan to put Christ first in Florida? Like maybe policy-wise, schools, I've heard. What else? Like, what do you got?
This is a long one.
Oh, I'm here for it.
So
I've got one.
I actually don't think we should separate church and state. To be honest. I think if you're a Christian, as a father, you should be a Christian. As a son, you should be a Christian. And as a governor, you should be a Christian. And so how do you do that? Well, first and foremost, you can't allow Christians to be persecuted in Florida. There was a Christian woman in Miami Beach last month who said something that was apparently anti-Semitic. It wasn't, but apparently. And the police banged on her door and asked her to explain herself. That's not a Christian country. What's also weird is that if you're a public school student and you and your classmates want to pray before a big math test because you're nervous, you won't be allowed to pray. You won't be allowed to say the Lord's Prayer. That's a problem. If we still have 53 abortion clinics open in Florida, that's not very Christ is king. That's not very Christ-first attitude. So I want to shut down every single abortion clinic because I believe the words straight from Scripture, Jeremiah 1, verse 5, that life before you were born, I set you apart. Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Life begins at conception, full stop. Anything else is a lie. Oh, well, it's okay if it's at 6 weeks. It's okay if it's an abortion pill. It's okay if the baby doesn't feel pain. Enough. And so, for me, America first actually implies Christ first because we are a Christian country. And you cannot make America great again if you're not willing to revive our Christian faith.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, man.
Nice to meet you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for stopping by.
No, it's great to be here. We're going Dairy Queen after this. Not Dairy Queer, Dairy Queen.
That's right. I appreciate it. Can I swear?
Well, it's going to take us an hour to eat this waffle, but it's okay. It's called meeting voters where they are.
That's probably the only time I'm ever going to meet.
Thanks for coming. You have a good one.
Thanks, Jason.
I want to ask you about this tweet specifically.
Yes.
Or just, the thoughts behind it.
Well, I haven't seen that tweet in a while. Show him that tweet.
This tweet?
Are you upset about that tweet?
No.
Okay, because I don't have to explain myself.
And if I missed it, then that's my fault. But I just hadn't heard you speak specifically about what you're planning on doing about, ghetto culture to begin with. I was just telling them, I don't know if y'all staying here, but these hotels out here are pretty rough. But it's kind of all urban areas.
So, what I think the tweet says what I believe to be true. Ghetto cultural degeneracy has no place in Florida. These are what we call jits.
Yeah.
These jits came here from Philadelphia on a youth football team, and they just stole a bunch of stuff. They were here to play a game. They were not here to play games and to shoplift and to steal. And so when I say ghetto cultural degeneracy, what am I talking about? I don't care if you're white or black. By the way, there's a ton of white ghetto people, if we're going to be completely honest.
Yeah.
If you're showing up to our schools and your jeans are sagging at your knees and you're smoking a blunt, you need to put down the blunt, pull up your pants, and go to church. Zero tolerance for any sort of degeneracy in our schools. That means slang. That means anything that is not up to code. I've already said I'm going to launch a statewide mandatory mandatory dress code for our public schools. You cannot be showing up to our schools dressed like Playboy Cardi or the Snoop Dogg. The Snoop Dogg. Not Snoop Dogg, the Snoop Dogg. So I think the issue one is of crime, of course, but it's also if you allow our schools to look like ghettos and you allow people to dress in a certain way, what image does that send to other students? What image does that send to students themselves who should be dressing with respect, should be showing up, should be polite, should be respectful?
I appreciate it.
Thank you, man.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
There'd be a lot less kids
Thank y'all so
doing
much.
that and being
Thank y'all.
I'm aware of that. And that's what I'm fighting to do.
I have 3 children that I'm fighting to keep off the streets every day because what else is there for them to do around here?
And that's the harsh truth that no Republican wants to admit, is that,
I ran to the streets. I had to get myself out of them.
yeah,
There was nothing for me to do. And I had a bowling alley and a skating rink. Still not enough.
yeah. That's right.
Or I could take my kids all the way to Canton. Still ain't enough.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
The small area needs more for children.
I agree.
That's my only comment on the whole thing.
I think she's right. Oh, it's 9:46.
So, I know you talked a bit about just white guilt, which is stupid. Last time I checked, my birth certificate says I'm black, and I know during Hurricane Michael, a church family let me stay with them. They're all white, and so it's kind of just a ridiculous thing to just what's being spewed. And I know people, they got freedom of speech, and so they have the freedom to be wrong on the opinion of white guilt. But for you, what's stuff that you're going to do when it comes to just government officials, schools, pushing just that ideology and rhetoric?
I'm going to fire them.
Okay,
yeah. I'm going to give everybody exactly 7 days to get their act together. And by the way, white guilt. People say, well, all you care about is white people. Do you know who also is affected by white guilt? Black people. Because what white guilt is based on is the slanderous lie that white people are trying to hold back black people. That black people cannot make it in America because of racism. Black people cannot make it in America because the whole system is rigged against them. That's not true. And so the idea of white guilt actually is a poisonous lie against everyone involved. And so my solution is really simple. If you're a public school teacher or you're a government employee and you're pushing white guilt, you're getting fired.
Nice. Okay. Another question. So I don't know if you know Matt the welder.
I do.
So, just what's going on with him.
I do.
So what's just your opinion with that whole situation?
I think it's all messed up.
Okay.
I think they know he can win, and they're trying to steal the election from him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep, I tend to agree, but appreciate it.
Thank you for coming out, man. Where do you live?
Panama City.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it.
You asked my question.
Oh, I asked your question.
My question was going to be about Matt the welder.
Yeah.
And that situation with him. So,
Typical Republican establishment. They're no different than the Democrats. They try to steal elections. What's new?
yeah. And my other question was asked earlier. I was listening on the live stream, and it was about the solar panels.
Yeah, solar's stupid.
What about H-1B visas?
I'm against it.
Okay.
Yeah, I call my opponent H1 Byron for many reasons, but principally because he supports the H1B program. I don't support it at all. I believe that entry-level jobs should go to Floridians. Every job should go to qualified Floridians. And if you need qualified people, you turn to your community. You don't turn to Mumbai or to Shanghai or to Calcutta and then import cheap foreign slave labor.
There's a lot more than H-1B going on. I was made aware of it through a few people on X, including, I believe his name is Virgil. He's running for Senate out in Texas, I believe.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
And also Chief Engineer out, I think he's down in Tampa.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
They're talking more about how, because of the $100,000 fee Trump imposed on H-1B visas, they have seen a shift, and the shift has been more towards OPT instead.
I'm against OPT as well. When I say H-1B, I mean, I could sit here and name the entire alphabet soup, but OPT, just for background, OPT takes someone on an F1 college visa and allows them to stay and get this training and essentially work a job. Not okay. So whether it's H-1B, OPT, H-2A, H-2B, whatever the case is, we are full, and the jobs in Florida should be reserved for qualified Floridians from Florida State, from Chipola College, from wherever. But enough with the endless Indian immigration. Because it's not just that it's wrong, but if you tell somebody there's not a job for them, there's no income for them. If there's no income, there's no home. If there's no home, there's no marriage. If there's no marriage, there's no kids. So we are literally stealing people's birthright in the name of boosting corporate profit margins. The only reason these companies want H-1B is not because they're smarter, not because they're better, because they're cheaper. That's the only reason. And so we have to dismantle the H-1B scam in Florida and any of the other affiliate acronyms that Chief Engineer talks about. Virgil does great work. I've spoken to him before. Yeah, those guys are all good.
Awesome. So what just college is, because a lot of times I feel like colleges are a scam in the sense that the youth of this nation are promised good paying jobs and success after leaving colleges, but if you look at it, you really don't see that playing out.
Yeah, you don't see it playing out in large part because of programs like H-1B, because I met a student a couple weeks ago at Florida State, top of his class, computer science, great GPA. He applied to 100 different positions at Amazon. Amazon told them they weren't hiring. Amazon is hiring, but only H-1Bs right now. And so, yeah, if you study gender studies, good luck. You're not going to get a job. But if you study science, tech, engineering, math, English, you want to be in teaching, why are we bringing in foreign teachers? Why are we bringing in foreign workers to do these jobs that we can obviously do? FSU had a social media manager in their 20s who was here on an H-1B. Is there not anyone in Florida who could be a social media manager?
They could have just taken one of their students and given them credit for it.
Exactly. But instead, they wanted cheap foreign labor.
Yeah.
I would give them one of our social media managers, but those guys are a little too busy. This one's busy right now, doing 9 million impressions a day. So the H-1B program, it's a betrayal. And the problem with Byron Donalds, among other problems, is literally at the University of Florida in November, he said we have to support the H-1B program because our kids, quote, our kids are not economically viable. What in the Davos is that? What does economically viable mean? Because the best companies in the world are run by Americans based in America. The only reason we're talking about H-1B is because Indians will work for half the price, and that's not okay. Slave labor is wrong.
During the Civil War, we had Sam Houston. I learned a lot of his story through the Fat Electrician on YouTube. He had a whole video on Sam Houston. And he was trying to stop the Civil War from happening after America was founded because he saw the signs a full 50, 60 years beforehand. And he was calling out the North for replacing their slaves with Irish immigrants at lower fees, essentially the same way, and also calling out the South for having slaves. It's the same thing in a different name today. It's just they're bringing in people
Correct.
that they can have more control over and basically work them like slaves.
Same thing is true with meat processing companies that literally will traffic 14 and 15-year-olds from Central America and have them work the midnight shift. The New York Times actually wrote about this. It's called The Kids Who Work the Midnight Shift. A young boy from Guatemala at 14 years old lost his arm because a large meat processor hired him, knowing he was illegal, knowing he was a minor, because they wanted slavery. Big companies always want slavery. And by the way, why don't we teach the story of Sam Houston in our public schools about the Civil War? Is that too controversial? Because I'll tell you right now, they're not teaching the truth about the Civil War in our schools right now. They're not.
No.
It's a shame.
The truth about most of our programs, because I had to find out most of my family history on my own.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't know that my grandfather served in World War II on a naval warship until I was in the Navy myself.
Wow.
And then I didn't know about, my family's history with the Colorado food system. So.
Did they teach you about the Battle of Marianna in high school?
I moved to Florida in 2012, and I was a junior. My dad was a contractor, and then we moved with him when, we moved from southern New Mexico. I learned a lot about New Mexico history.
Well, that's
But when I got
interesting.
to Florida, I didn't learn much Florida history.
So is there going to be like a push towards schools teaching like more focus on the Constitution,
Yes.
like Thunder America, how it's a constitutional republic, not a democracy?
Correct.
Stuff like that.
Yes.
So that way we don't have a repeat of people not knowing.
You will not be able to graduate from a Florida high school when I'm governor unless you can pass the citizenship exam. No excuses. None. But he has an IEP. Don't care. You don't graduate from our public schools unless you can pass the citizenship exam. And by the way, we need to teach Florida history. Teach what happened right up the road here in Marianna in the 1860s, the Battle of Marianna. The brave men who fought off northern aggressors, yes, northern aggressors, who burned down St. Mark's Episcopal Church for no reason, who stormed this town, and tell the stories of the brave men, the brothers, the sons, and the fathers who fended off the northern aggression in the Battle of Marianna. And so talk about Andrew Jackson, talk about the Calusa Indians, the Miccosukee, the Seminole. We have a rich history in our state, and we don't teach it. Let's have a mandatory Florida history course in our public schools.
By the way, I found you because of the whole thing with your app being listed because of the H1B. That's how I came about.
By the way, I literally died on that hill.
Yeah.
I said, you're not going to take, because we went to our independent board of trustees and we said, we want to exclude these companies because they're abusing the H-1B program. And they said that that was xenophobic. And they delisted us for that. Whatever. Hi, ma'am.
Thank you.
I'm Charlie Metcalf's mom.
Oh, hey.
I do have a question. So,
Please.
Jackson County is one of the poorest counties in the state of Florida.
It is.
So they actually have a total bed tax of 11%, 5% max per actual bed. So whenever they actually apply the bed tax, which is the TDT, to the actual county for infrastructure, how do you see your future vision as an action plan to grow the infrastructure here to also inflate the income and the economic growth for Jackson County?
Well, that's a great question. So the bed tax is how much?
11% total, but 5% each bed.
Interesting. So, and how is it being used at the county level?
So what they do is they do museums, they have stadiums, they have parks and recreation, but we don't have an actual infrastructure that will grow for job growth.
Correct, which you actually need. Investing in a park is nice, but you have to invest in infrastructure to bring big businesses here, good businesses that will hire local labor. So I think you have to do two things. You can't raise that bed tax much more because you don't have the tourism here. Now, look, I think with the right social media marketing campaign, we could have the Mill Pond be the gem of the Panhandle. We absolutely could. Caverns at the state park, but why aren't we advertising that to the entire world? We should have scuba diving in the Mill Pond. It's beautiful. Let's bring some social media influencers, give them $10,000, have them shoot the whole thing. But second to that is a lot of this cannot just fall on Jackson County. The state has to be willing, the state of Florida has to be willing to step up and say, Jackson County, we're going to loan you $100 million at 0% interest so you can fix some of these roads. Because if these roads aren't fixed, you can forget about any business wanting to come here or any tourist. But what a blessed problem to have, by the way, because you have the caverns, you have the Mill Pond, you have all of this. Let's do something with it. And I will be out here as kind of a maniacal person to build up a tourism campaign, because there's no reason Jackson County doesn't have 500,000 tourist visitors a year. Build a Marriott hotel here, build a Hilton hotel here, have a shuttle to the mill pond, have boats out there. Let's put a hotel on the mill pond.
They also had Creek Indians here, teaching about the history and bringing people in to learn about the Creek Indians.
Yeah, that's right. Good to meet you.
Yes, we'll see you in Columbia County.
Oh, good.
That's where we live.
Oh,
We just
good.
drove all the way here.
Oh, good. Well, I'm right next door. You know, I'm in Madison.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I got a
Working hard
scenario.
for you.
Per se, that you do not win the primary, and Byron wins the primary. Are you going to put full support behind him, or what are you going to do?
No comment.
No comment.
My goal is to be the governor of Florida.
I understand that.
What would you do to help Florida if you did not win?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not running for Congress, but I'm not going anywhere. Because I think Florida is worth fighting for. And everything that we're talking about is not political. It is business. We are leaving a lot of money on the table. And that means a lot of great paying local jobs, because if we open up the mill pond and we put the caverns on the map again, guess what? We're going to create thousands of jobs that pay $20, $25 an hour. We'll build incredible hotels here, nice restaurants, all of that. And I want to be a part of that as governor, and if not, in some other capacity. I'm not going anywhere. But to that question, no comment.
That's not what I want to hear.
How about you think about it until we see you in Columbia County?
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
Look, I'm not taking anything off the table. If the Republican Party wants to keep playing games with me, I'll run as an independent. I'm serious. Because, by the way, we will actually probably win as an independent in a three-way race, because David Jolly is an Israel stooge, Byron Donalds is an Israel stooge. Both of them have taken money from AIPAC, from billionaire hedge fund managers. Neither of them is good on conservation. They will not stand up to property developers, and they have no plan to put rural Florida on the map. Has David Jolly come here? Has Byron Donalds come here? No, nowhere. I was in Bonifay yesterday. I was in Calhoun County, Apalachicola earlier. I think if we ran as an independent against those two stooges, we would win as well.
What's your likelihood of DeSantis?
Look, I think the governor, I've never met him, so I don't know. But I think the governor's going to stay neutral. But I hope between now and August 18th, I can convince him to vote for me. And you guys too. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank
I
you. It was
appreciate
very
it.
good to meet you.
I have one question. So, I don't know if the governor can do anything about it, but what if you could, what would you do with the health system? Because from personal experiences, women's health doesn't really matter that much anymore, and they just either tell you you're too young or there's nothing absolutely wrong with you. So you have to keep on fighting. What would you do to change that if you could?
You can, actually. And I don't think that there's anything the governor can't do if they're willing to get creative. I think it's really expensive, disgustingly expensive, to have a child right now. Literally, the act of giving birth, even with insurance, is way, way too expensive. And so for me as governor, if you're going to be pro-life, which I am, I believe that life begins at conception. I believe the correct number of abortions in Florida is 0, not 1, 0. And what I want to do is make an investment so every single mom can bring a beautiful child to birth without having to go into debt or breaking the bank doing so. And you shouldn't have to fight with a doctor or anyone to get the right diagnosis. It feels like probably better off going into a hospital with ChatGPT and fighting with your doctor.
Yes.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with you. Well, I've already self-diagnosed in the parking lot, right? So we're going to make that happen. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's 17.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you in Columbia County.
Yes.
Can I get you some of my hat again?
Yes.
You signed it for me last time.
I know. Are we clear, by the way? Where's the thing?
You got some.
Have we paid? We're good?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Yeah, good.
Thank you.
Just want to say hi.
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. James.
Nice to meet you, buddy.
Pleasure to meet you. Hey.
Hello, Christy.
Hey, Christy.
Brayden.
Hey, Braden. Nice to meet you.
Nice to
You running
meet
for
you.
governor?
I am, sir.
Okay. Good to hear, man.
Wonderful.
Hey, hopefully
hopefully we got something.
The biggest thing for me is make Florida more affordable and fight for conservation. Those are the two big things. The development is irresponsible. It's out of control. We have to stop it. The FWC is out of control. They're taking over all of our land. They're building and building and building. And then what is with the affordability crisis? Nobody can afford to live here anymore, except New Yorkers.
Especially in a, what do they call it, a income tax free state, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it's nice to have no income tax, which we're never going to change. But if your property tax is killing you, your property insurance is killing you, your auto insurance, I'm spending more on the auto insurance every month than I am on the car note. And then you got tolls, you got everything. So all this can be fixed.
And all of that stuff is supposed to be paid for building roads.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yeah, I believe the insurance is nothing but a scam. Like,
Because you pay all this money, they keep raising it, and then when you want a little bit of coverage, deny. It's like my dating life. Deny. That's how they treat me. Whatever. So, have a great night, guys. Enjoy dinner. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Are we good? We're clear?
Yeah, we're good on the check.
Okay, good. Yes.
Two things. I know I got you signed 2 Zen cans, but I'm also a Copenhagen man as well. Could you all, after that, could you also have a picture of the engagement? Or hold this.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Have a good night.
Good meeting.
Thank you.
See you. You mind if I get a picture with you?
Sure.
Come on.
Hey, James.
Nice to meet you. Name's Al.
Al.
Okay, let me give you something to start with. You need more? I'm ready. Okay, baby.
Get it? Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Carter, hey.
Hey, pleasure.
You promised me 5 minutes?
Yes, 2 minutes.
That's fine. I work out on the mill pond, right?
Awesome.
I make these calendars of them. I do tours.
Oh,
I brought this for you.
Thank you.
And then if I could get a photo, if that would
I
be
love the
fine,
mill
too.
pond.
Yeah, dude. I do the clear kayak tours out there. So
Oh, do you really?
Yes, sir. So if you ever wanted to come out, we can
Can
make
you?
it happen. Yes.
Can
I also
you give-
do. I do.
Pull in the car up. I'll get his number right
Yeah,
now.
I
You
do
have a car?
photography, videography work too. So if there's
Oh, wait,
anything
let's
you
do that.
guys-
I wanna
where
do that.
I can make an ad with you about the wildlife.
Yes.
My cell's 850-768-6672.
I'm going to text you right now. Security for James.
Yes, sir.
This is beautiful.
And then, yep. One last thing. Can I get a picture on my
Yes,
phone with you, man?
of course.
I didn't want to bother you when you were talking to all those people or anything. Please, if you would. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I'll make sure I'm your tour guide if we go out.
We'll do it.
I'm basically our main in-person guy.
Cool.
Yes, sir. Thank
All
you
right,
very
we'll
much.
get his number. We're good to go.
All right.
I know you got pictured
You both
out,
get a
but
photo?
Yes,
we
of
both
course.
want. Can you do something
course.
cute, like a little heart?
What is it? What,
You don't know that right there?
is it, what do you do it? Like this?
Little heart. You've never seen that?
I mean, I have.
There you go.
When, I've had seen it on females, yeah.
I didn't want to come up and bother you guys.
All right, back up. Perfect. Thank you.
We're not gonna do the little heart thing, are we?
No, we're not doing
Nah, we're gonna G it up. We're gonna mog. That's all we're gonna do.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys. Where do you guys live?
Panama.
Cool.
Yeah, you want to ever show up?
Soon.
Really?
3 weeks.
Okay.
Every single county.
Yeah, we will.
That'll be a big one down in Panama City.
Sure will.
I heard we got some supporters down there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm probably not
Thank you.
as talented as you.
Have a great night. Appreciate it, guys.
This is my girlfriend.
Oh, hey. Hey, James. Let's say hi, buddy. Real quick. Let's hi to them real quick. I just wanted to say hi. My name is James. James Fishback. Hi, ma'am. I just wanted to say hi. Have a good night. Have a good dinner, okay, guys? Of course I'll sign your booklet.
Just wherever.
Thank you, Erica.
Y'all have a blessed day.
You as well. All right, man.
Thank you for
We'll see you soon, okay?
So, it's later.
All right, man. Say bye to mom for me. Thank you, ma'am. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, can we go to Dairy Queen? What the fudge? Just want Dairy Baskin Robbins. We're walking to Baskin Robbins. Yeah, keep it going. We're going to Baskin. A man just wants a little ice cream. Is that okay, Mitchell? What's a freaking... This phone sucks. You know, as a kid, Baskin Robbins was 40 cents on Wednesday. We don't have nice things anymore. We don't have nice things anymore.
Let's wait. I don't want to hit it. Buses don't stop.
Are you still on IG? Are you? With that phone that's all sorts of crooked? Just say no to recreational marijuana, folks.
Is it in the car or something? It's a good Waffle House the last couple of months.
This is a lot of fun, actually. I'm gonna give Kingston a little Baskin Robbins. What the fudge? Everything closes at 10 p.m. Oh, that's ridiculous. No. It says open late, but that, here that could mean 10:15. Okay. What's your name? Murphy Mitchell. Thank you, Murphy Mitchell.
That's me.
So funny.
Might have to go to the drive-thru.
Oh, no way.
We're walking to the drive-thru.
They're actually really sticklers about that.
Oh, really? They get mad?
They for security reasons, they think it was going to be like an arm. What the fudge? Oh my gosh. What time is Chick-fil-A closed? These are all the questions I want to know. Oh my. No, everything's closed. Everyone just go home. Everything's closed. Thank you for joining us on the stream. Another incredible event here at the Waffle House in Marianna. Mitchell, thank you very much. Kingston, RJ, Kai. We had, like 120 people in there when it was all said and done? Yeah. It was a lot. So thanks, guys. It means a lot. And now we are on a hunt of a lifetime to get ice cream. So have a great night.